Yeah, my name is Matthias Walkner.
My name is Kevin Benavides.
I'm Toby Price and I race for Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. What is the Dakar?
The Dakar is a super long race, starting originally from Paris to Dakar. Then 2009 they moved to South America, and now it is in Saudi Arabia and is the toughest race of the world.
It's basically a race that's designed to break man and machine. Goes for anywhere from 11 to 14 days of racing. We cover about anywhere from 8 to 10,000 kilometres in that time, and it's one of the biggest off-road challenges in the world, I think.
You never know what is coming, so I think that is the big mystery of that race, because everything can happen in just 1 second, and that can change everything for good, also for bad.
There's so many different conditions, from hot weather to cold weather, to sand, rocks, hard pack.
We have many dunes.
Racing up through Rios.
We have sandstorms. Also we have already snow, so it's really in these 14 days everything can happen.
We train a lot. When you finish one Dakar, you have to start to prepare for the other one, for the next year. So it's almost a year of preparation.
I think now is going into my 9th Dakar rally, and we know what the body's going to feel like after the race. The very first one, it took me 2.5 months to kind of recover, and it's definitely important to be quite switched on and a good mindset to have. It's really long days out in the dunes, in the desert, and you need to keep mentally strong through the whole day.
I train a lot during the year with my psychologist. I think it's very important to have a strong mind, because it's maybe 50% and the other 50% is, of course, the body, but it's really important also for me. During the week we train like 3-4 times on the bike, and then also we dedicate a lot of time also in the gym, and also outside, like also in the bicycle. A lot of things we combine together. We dedicate all days because we train from Monday until Saturday. The terrains are always different, so everything can change in any moment. So you have to do a lot of roads, a lot of hours, and that is, I think, the best option to arrive in Dakar in a good position.
To test on the bike with the team is super important for us. I think together we have to find a line, and of course we all have the goal to make the best bike what is possible.
And normally I focus a lot just to feel the bike, to feel the changes we did with suspension, chassis. A lot of time also we did train of navigation. That is also really important in our sport, because the navigation is the key of the success.
If you don't understand how that all kind of operates and works, you're really in for a long Dakar rally. So that's the biggest part. It's very hard to train for as well, because you can't sit at home and make your own road books, because then you've kind of got a general idea of where you're going anyway. So you need friends to kind of help with that section, and then you're kind of going into a road book you've made at home completely blind. So it's good with KTM. Geordie stays on board with the team and makes all our road books for us, and basically try and simulate it as best we can for a Dakar rally.
Yeah, it's cool to have Toby so long next to me, because we start together in 2015, and Kevin is quite new in the team, but he brings a lot of positive input. Also, he's super professional, so I'm happy to have 2 teammates like them.
I really like to test with the team. All the tests we did in the last months was really hard and really important for the team. We did a good job.
For us during testing, the feedback we kind of come back with is we're trying to chase stability, so where the bike is kind of controlled at high speed, but then we can't compromise on the bike turning and everything as well. So Then the biggest part is, yeah, we're chasing grip and power. I guess they're the main aspects of what we're testing and trying to feel out on the bike and make sure we have the best combination to go into a race day. The unseen heroes of us out there riding and doing well on the motorcycle, it's a support crew and team and everyone that's behind you that makes the challenge that little bit easier for you. So having good mechanics and good technical support and also great products that help us get through these tough conditions. So you got to have a lot of trust in them and they have a lot of trust in you as well to do the right job. So hopefully we can do that this year and bring back a good result for them.
There's such a cool team where they have all one goal and working in one direction. Yeah, it's just super important to be confident with the bike, with the team, because in the end, if something really bad happens out there, it's game over. And this everybody of the team, every part knows. So it's really super important then you trust them and that we really try to give our 100%.
Winning the Dakar, what it means to me is lifelong dream really. We've been able to do it twice and for me it's definitely the goal to try and get that third one in our hands. We worked extremely hard for this all year long and it's like I say, we don't have a couple of weeks break and then get another chance at getting a better result. It's a one-off race and starts bright and early in the year and our New Year's Eve is quite quiet and yeah, we're lining up the very next day to start off into the rally.
The word winning means to me like, of course, a great feeling. You feel like all the work you did pay off, you know, at the end. I remember when I won, I was so happy. I felt like I almost touched, you know, the sky with my hands. So Dakar is the big race in the world. It's 14 days, a lot of kilometers, a lot of days, and a lot of things can happen. So winning the Dakar is, I think, is unique.
I'm super happy and excited that 2018 I can fix everything together, that I win this race, but of course I'm still hungry to catch more of this feeling. But in that long adventure and that long challenge we have is so many things that have worked together, so it's not so easy to win.
I did already 7 Dakars and never is the same. Here in Saudi Arabia the desert is so big. I did 3 Dakars in Saudi Arabia and every year was different. So this year also we learned a lot. And also was my first year with this team. And I am so happy and proud to be here.
The Dakar race itself is super important with adventure riders. I think that's what I think everyone strives for and their goal is to eventually race in Dakar one day. So it's one of them races that, like I say, challenges man, machine, mentally, physically, puts the bike through its ultimate test. So very lucky to be in that sport and racing Dakar, which is always exciting, but it's definitely self-inflicted pain and torture.
I'm super excited, I'm pumped and cannot wait for 2023 Dakar.
And I think this year we arrived so much better in the way that we prepared everything with the bike, with me. You know, I feel like more integrated with all the teams, so I am ready to race.
Easy. It's a wrap.
I'm Luciano Benavides. I ride for Husqvarna Factory Racing Team and I'm excited to race the Dakar 2023.
I'm Skyler Howes. I ride for Husqvarna Factory Racing and I'm excited to race the Dakar 2023. I'm actually super motivated for this because this year and preparation leading into it, I've been focused with the navigation and the road book and really dedicated to working on this new bike and getting it to top level.
My favorite part in the Dakar, I think, is to open the stages and never know what is coming in the desert. I think this is the most excited part in Dakar because it's really excited. The desert is always different, always changing, and you never know what's gonna happen. So I think that's what is one of the best parts.
Yeah, the focus definitely has shifted much more into preparation of myself and taking care of my body and everything, and so that gives me a lot more confidence heading into this next race as a factory racer because now I'm much more focused and experienced with the team and how things work that way, and to head into the next race gives me a lot more confidence and a little bit more ease of the mind working with the team heading into the Dakar.
One of the most challenging parts for Dakar, I think, is the liaisons. The liaison, because it's really a mental part of the Dakar, of the rally. You have to wake up at 3:30, 4 a.m. and after 1 week or 10 days, your body is really tired and you have to ride for 300, 400 Ks in the road. And then you start the stage, so you arrive already tired to the start of the race. So it's quite challenging. Skyler is a really good teammate. He showed a good potential in 2020. Yeah, after that he was my teammate, so I'm really happy to ride with him. We're really close, really friends. He's a really good guy, and he's really fast in the open deserts. I hope he can get a strong result in 2023.
Heading into the Dakar 23 with a teammate like Luciano is actually super cool because me and him get along super well. And riding with him, actually before I was a factory racer, we would team up out there on the Dakar while I was a privateer. We rode together a lot, and I hope we can do the same at the Dakar 23 because I love hanging out. No other event that you could possibly go to that would give you the same experiences that you find in the Dakar.
Hey, I'm Sam Sunderland, and I race the Dakar Rally and the World Rally Championships for Red Bull Gas Gas Factory Racing.
Hi, I'm Daniel Sanders, and I ride for Red Bull Gas Gas Factory Racing.
Yeah, so winning last year's Dakar was mega, you know. It took 5 years since I won the first one in 17. Yeah, after you won, nothing quite tastes the same.
Everything's good now. We're ready to rock and roll and yeah, give Dakar 2023 a good shot. GasGas for me is a really cool brand. They've developed a lot over the last few years with, you know, bringing in some really good talented riders.
For sure it was cool, you know, like changing colours before Dakar from KTM to GasGas. And then obviously with the team we've been developing the bike all year, trying to improve.
It's really important to yeah, have a strong team that support you and do whatever they can to make your race as easy as possible. Dakar is really unique. Navigation's definitely 100% the most difficult part of Dakar. It's just the mental focus and your body, your bike, everything has to be 100%, and it's just 14 days of challenges every step and everything's different, so it's really, really hard.
In terms of riding, it would be like riding in the dunes because it's like the ultimate freedom. When you're on a track, you're like stuck on the confinement of that track. Like you're on a 4x4 track and it goes this way and that's the way you must go. Whereas like when you go into the dunes, like we've got some behind us now, it's like we have a cap heading, like a compass heading where you should follow, but it's more or less like go where you want, like where's the fastest line, and that's to me still like that ultimate feeling of like just go where you want, and I still really like that.
The scene out there is just awesome and there's nothing else out there but you, and you're just navigating through fresh terrain. It's really, really cool.
The rally is a cool sport where you're not like on the track at the same time as each other, trying to block past each other, come down the inside, or you know, like it's my fastest time against the desert and then it's your fastest time against the desert, and that kind of keeps a good like relationship amongst the riders. 23 Dakar, really looking forward to it, especially coming off of last year's win, and yeah, hopefully I can reward all the work from the team this year and have another good run.
We're going to give it everything we've got to be where we need to be.
Yeah, it's cool. I remember the first time in 17 when I won, coming into the next Dakar, I was like, oh, I need to like make sure I win again, and like feeling a bit like stressed or some sort of pressure on it. But now I don't really feel the same. I feel like happy and just in the same mindset that I was last year, that I'm going to go there and try my best, do my best every day, prepare the best I can, and yeah, hopefully get another good result.
The last 2 months, has given me a lot of motivation and desire to get back into Dakar. It's especially being here now, back in the desert, around the dunes and that, and I'm itching to go ride. It's really, really cool to have this again. Give everything I can these last few months to put everything towards Dakar and giving myself the best chance and the team to get on top of that podium.
So 2023, back with Sanders as my teammate. He's a good lad to be around, a lot of energy, and yeah, it's quite cool. Like we fit together pretty well. So I think together we have like a good mix.
Yeah, good. Sammy's good to have as a teammate. Obviously he won it last year, so we're both really, really good going in, you know, both physically, mentally, and on the bike. Everything was working really well for both of us, and we both had a good shot at you know, on the podium, and Sammy got the win. So it was really cool for the team to get that with GasGas's first win. So. So we'll go with 3 words, gives me wings, this bike. My name's Daniel Sanders and I'm shouting out for Red Bull GasGas Factory Racing. just put on Instagram, make a poll, who's faster, Sunderland or Sanders?
Let's go. Oh, we're supposed to leave.
We walk out, drop the paper and just cigar out of here. See you guys at Dakar, eh?
See you later, mate.